Well, that's a fairly big tree down. Look at that. Right, hello everyone. Welcome back to a Sunday video. Not a lot going on at the moment for me because I am on annual leave, actually on holiday from the farm this week. Just come out to walk the dog. There's a massive tree down on the footpath, which I'm guessing is from one of the ever-increasing amount of name storms we seem to be having at the moment. There's the duck. Hello. Trying to get himself as dirty as possible. Go back into our nice clean house. So Abby is also off work this week, but she's gone off to see a friend of hers. So I've been abandoned, left to fend for myself along with Gus. We've got to last another 3 days. So it's going to be touch and go by the time she gets back, whether we're still all right. I'm on a very slippery footpath. It doesn't look slippery, but it is. And the footpath's along here, but a lot of people decide they want to walk below it, which is a bit frustrating, I would have thought, if you're the farmer. Yeah, got a lovely field of Swedes here. The chap that has this field, he comes and picks them every day by hand and sells them in a net outside his farm. So you really can get proper local produce out the field beside our house that is picked daily. Now, I've mentioned before that we are really lucky to live where we do in the part of the country. And just look at this, we are absolutely surrounded, I can't even see because of the sun, by countryside. I won't show you exactly where, but you can see our house from here. And to be honest, we probably take for granted the fact that 30 seconds outside our front door, we're in the middle of hundreds of acres of footpaths and we can go exploring. But anyway, so I've been off this week. What have we been up to? Well, Tuesday was an absolute washout, so we did nothing. Proper lazy day, a little bit of admin, a little bit of computer work. Wednesday we went and saw Abby's family, so as I said, Abby's off this week as well, so good opportunity to go and see her parents and grandma and gran and everyone else. Had a catch up with her sister-in-law Lisa, so that was Wednesday. And yesterday, Thursday, Abby's brother Ben and I went up to the Mole Valley Farmers Agri Expo. You won't be able to see it, but way behind me there in the distance, the chap that grows the Swedes is actually just going down there with his tractor to pick them up. So yeah, we went off to the Mole Valley Farmers Expo at the Bath West Showground. Annual event they've started doing. I think this is its 3rd year, possibly. I'm not sure whether it's for members only, of which Abby's family are Mole Valley members, or whether it's open to the general public, but you basically go along. They've got representatives from all of their products that they sell. So, for example, bale wrap, fence posts, dairy chemicals. The guys from JFC that we know were there with some of their products, and loads of others. So you can go and chat to those guys if you have any queries, or they do some members offers on the day, so you can go and order stuff and get a bit of a discount. And alongside all of that, they also had some seminars put on. So they had people talking from, there's a lady from Cargill talking about getting the best start for calves, and then sort of worked your way up through heifers and cow nutrition and management. So Carenza Hawkey, or Dr. Carenza Hawkey, nutritionist with Mole Valley, she was talking, and also her dad, Robin Hawkey, was talking. He actually taught me at college. I was having a chat to him, we reckon it was 10 years ago. He taught me at college for the nutrition module that I did whilst I was at Dutchy. So good to have a catch up with him. Just really interesting people to listen to, and stuff that when you're listening to him speak, you can directly correlate to farm. So they were great. And then at the end of the day, they had a bit of a, it wasn't quite a panel, but they had like a specific on-farm details. They're running through like their nutrition plan and how they've got on for the year for a big, I think they were nearly 1,000 cow housed herd that were doing like 12,500 litres. And then they also had a guy there called Keith Davies, who I've seen speak before somewhere, but I can't remember where, part of the Lydney estate, and they're milking 800 sort of Jersey cross cows on the complete opposite end of the scale. So grazing for 280 days a year, spring calving, grass-based system doing, so I think they were doing somewhere just below 5,000 litres of milk per cow, but you know, nearly all of it from forage or grazing. So again, really interesting person to hear speak. So yeah, really enjoyed listening to what they had to say. They were talking a bit about resilience in farming. Obviously the two different systems, although their end goal is the same, they're both producing milk, they're obviously doing it very differently, but both farms and both systems are managing to be resilient against, you know, feed, fertilizer, fuel, energy prices in slightly different ways. So yeah, really interesting to go and listen. If anyone ever gets a chance to go and listen to those sorts of things, I know AHDB do a lot. King's Hay costings, they were there yesterday as well. That was interesting. Seeing the average cost of production for all year round, spring, autumn block and house herd, you know, all the different systems. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to go and go along to some of these events, then I would highly recommend it. I was a bit of a last minute addition to go with Ben because he had 2 tickets and he was going on his own, but thoroughly enjoyed my day out there. And this morning I went back to the old faithful, went and saw Bowman and the doc, Mel, Joe, Suzanne, Phoebe at Northwick. Had a cup of coffee and cake with them. Haven't seen them in probably 4 months, we reckon, so good to go and have a catch up with those guys. They've just started calving. I've got a little clip actually. They've had a really small calf, so if anyone remembers Paolo the calf from when I was at Northwick, well, they've beaten Paolo. They've got one that's even smaller. It's only a little like Snapchat clip I've got, but I'll put it in. You can see how small this calf is.
To the 26th.
I reckon Gus is actually bigger than it. It is tiny. So another day and another dog walk. This time I am killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I needed fuel in my truck, so I've got to come into Crediton to do that. It's our nearest fuel station. So I thought I'd bring the dog along and bring him out to Showbrook Park here for a walk. Really nice big open space here. You can run the dog round. A couple of footpaths. They do have sheep though, but they usually split them into 1 of 2 fields. So there's 2 fields you can walk through and the sheep are usually in 1. So you can let the dog off the lead in at least 1 of them, which is nice, give them a run. Looks like they've had a bit of storm damage as well. There's a couple of big trees down over there. Another big limb off that one through there. There's Gus. Yeah, just having a nice chilled out Saturday. Gonna go to the pub later with a few mates, and then we're gonna go off for a fry up in the morning. Get all these good activities in whilst Abby's away. Have a bit of an evening throwing some darts and drinking some beer. Be good fun. But don't worry, next week we will be back to farming content. I'm actually going up to Dairy Tech on Wednesday and then visiting a friend on Thursday. So there'll be plenty of new things for you to have a look at, hopefully. Right, we made it home. Bit of time for some editing, cup of tea, bit of cake. Check this out. On my visit to Northwick yesterday, Mel had made my absolute favourite cake ever. Cherry and almond slice. Now just, oh, feast your eyes on that. So I'm having that with a cup of tea. We'll get the video edited. I might have a look at some stuff on Herdwatch because I want to try and use that a bit more. Rob has it on the farm, so we might as well use it for more stuff than we do. So I'm going to get my head around that a bit on my computer. And that'll be it. And we'll be back to farming in the next video. So we will see you on that one. Cheerio.